Hello again everyone and welcome back to the channel. Alrighty, story time once more for y'all. So this is my story about how I got trapped in a hotel bathroom. Yeah, that happened. I seem to have like this terrible luck. But anyway, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I guess we'll get started. Alright, well, so how this happened is this was a convention that I had attended, by myself, and because usually when I do cons, I usually stay with friends or friends will stay with me. This time, I didn't have anyone else staying in a room with me. So you can see where this is going as to how this happened, because being by yourself for the first time at a con in the hotel room, if you don't have anybody with you to help you when you are in distress, then you're basically crap out of luck. And it almost ended up that way for me. I almost thought that I was not going to get out of the bathroom in my hotel room because, okay, so how this went down is I only stayed at this particular con hotel for one night. I did live pretty close by, so the following day I commuted back and forth. Because after the ordeal I had to deal with on Friday night, I'm like, yeah, I am not going through this again for Saturday night. So I just did the one night there. And I had a lot of stuff, too. So I had kept all my stuff in the hotel room so I could change it out of my costumes. Because one of my cosplays that I have, it's like a steampunk Ghostbuster. So I have a heavy Ghostbuster pack, and I didn't want to have to leave it down in the car and risk, the warm air, causing the glue to kind of soften and fall apart and stuff like that. So it's better to keep it in the hotel room. I got to the point where it's like later on in the evening, it's like, okay, I need to go back up to the room, get some rest, take a shower, get this backpack off, and just relax for a spell, right? So I go up to the room, take out the backpack, go into the bathroom. Previously to that, though, I had left my phone charging on the nightstand because my battery was getting low on my phone, so it's in the other room. And I closed the door. So the door to the bathroom is like one of these sliding doors that you usually see like on a closet door in a house, or like a typical not so much typical, more so a traditional Japanese style door that kind of slides back and forth on the track, right? And so I go into the bathroom, and just out of just the what do you call it? Out of human nature, I guess you could say, just close the door. That's what you do when you go into the bathroom. You close the door. And so I did that, slid it till it closed. I heard it kind of go click, when I closed it. And take a shower. And then when I'm done doing that, I proceed to open the door, and the door is stuck. And I thought maybe it was the steam from the door kind of like did something where it kind of like got the door stuck in the track. So I'm pulling on the door, it's not opening. I'm like, okay, well maybe it's supposed to slide the other way, because I couldn't really remember. I was just not even really paying attention, and maybe it slides the other direction. So I tried pushing it the other direction. It's not sliding the other direction either. So I keep kind of like moving it back and forth. It's not budging. So I start going into full-blown panic mode, and I'm like, oh my god, no, like that. And I'm like, crap, and I'm like looking around trying to find my phone. I'm going through my pants pockets. I'm like, I don't have my phone on me. Crap! Because I realized it was like, oh no, it's in the other room on the nightstand. I'm like, so I can't call the front desk for help to have them send somebody up to help me get out of the bathroom. I don't even think about, okay, yeah, I just start shouting help, I'm stuck, and hopefully, somebody will hear me. That doesn't even cross my mind. So what I start doing is I realize that I can push the door outwards from the door frame. And I can push it out to where there was about like maybe 6 inches that was about where it was shoulder height. So I didn't even think that when I'm pushing on this door that I'm able to push it out 6 inches from the door frame from that height, which meant there would have been a much wider space below because of how the door was bending outwards. I didn't even think of that. The second I saw space, I just take my arm and just shove it right through the crack in the door and just kind of like worm my way through until all of a sudden I hear this loud crack and the door just swings forward, hanging from the track, and I just land almost face first onto the floor. And I'm just grabbing my chest, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then like the door comes back and just kind of like claps against the door frame. I'm like, the bathroom almost tried to eat me. And I looked at the door after I calmed down for a second, and I noticed that some of the molding had cracked on the door where it was being pushed against. And that was probably about the only way I actually was able to get out of the bathroom, other than if I, realized I actually was a larger space further down, I probably would have been able to have gotten out that way too. But the door was actually still jammed. I still couldn't move it, even though it had swung forward and I was able to get out. So I collected my phone and dried off my hair and stuff, and got fully dressed before I went down to the front desk to let them know what had happened. And I told them, I was like, yeah, I got stuck in the bathroom and I couldn't get out, and started freaking out and was kind of pushing on the door, and I did hear the door crack. So something on the door did break. I apologize for that. I hope that doesn't come out of my damage deposit, because I just didn't know what else to do. I mean, the bathroom was trying to eat me, and the receptionist was nice enough to let me know, like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're not going to charge you for anything, but we'll send the maintenance guy up to take a look at what happened. And later on that evening, the maintenance person was up in my room, and he had noticed what the cause of this was, and the door had, it wasn't like the part of the door that glides in the track that was messed up. It was the track itself. There was a bend in it. And I don't know how the bend got there, because it had, I really wasn't like using it, sliding it back and forth prior to taking the shower. And my only thought was, it could have been damage caused by the previous person who had stayed in that room, and that's how it jammed in the track. But I was able to get it fixed anyways. And the one thing the receptionist asked me too is if it was the shower door that had gotten jammed, and I was like, no, it wasn't that. And thank God it wasn't that, because the shower doors are this thick tempered glass, and there would have been no way in absolute hell that I would ever have gotten out of that if I had gotten that door jammed. That would have been bad, because there wouldn't have been any way for me to have pushed that glass sliding door open at all. None. So I mean, that was a horrifying experience. Later on that same evening, before I finally went to bed, though, there was somebody else who, when I was walking back to my room, I could hear shouting down the hall. I could hear somebody yelling. It was a woman who was shouting, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And I was thinking, like, to myself, maybe she's stuck in the bathroom door too. Maybe she can't get out and stuff. And that could have been what was going on. I mean, there's another thing that could have been happening too, but I don't want to think about that. But I mean, that is not a good hotel for bathrooms, people getting stuck in the bathrooms, because I did. Another person possibly did. But anyways, the following day for Saturday, I was like, I'm just going to commute back and forth. I don't live too far from here, so that's just going to work better for me anyway. I don't want to risk getting stuck in the bathroom again. And so what is the moral of this story? Whenever you go to a convention, it doesn't matter what kind. It could be anime, sci-fi, steampunk, fantasy, comic books. There's costume and furry cons as well. Furry cons. That is a thing. But it's like, make sure you're staying with friends, or you have friends staying with you. Because if there is ever a time when you are staying at a con alone, there is a possible chance that you might get stuck in the bathroom. And if you're stuck in there and you don't have your phone, and you're not lucky enough like I was to be able to push the door open, I'm surprised I was able to do it, because I'm not a very big person at all. I'm not that strong either. And so I got lucky on that one. And but anyways, so yes, bring someone with you. Stay with friends. Have friends stay with you. Let people know where you're going if you don't show up for the longest time, and they can send out a search party and find out what happened to you, and they've realized, oh yeah, you're stuck in the bathroom. Okay, that explains it. Anyways, this has been my story for weird convention horror story experiences. If you like this kind of content, you like seeing what I draw here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. If you want to follow me on all my socials, there'll be a link for that as well. And yeah, have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye.